nail friends, it's the Lock Nail Master and I'm here today with another video. If you've been subscribed and you're back for another video, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, welcome. On my channel, you can expect to see all nail related content. I love nails and enjoy doing them for fun while also teaching what I know along the way. So stay tuned if you would like to see me do some cute nails today. In today's video, I'm going to be making some press-on toenails. I have never done press-on toenails before, so this should be very fun. I got these nail tips from Shein. I did post a Shein nail supply haul maybe a few weeks ago, so feel free to check that out and see some nice nail goodies. First things first, these are going to have a polygel base, so I'm using this polygel from Makart in the color Poos. I will say using toenail tips are way different than fingernail tips because they're so much shorter. So just a helpful tip here, if you're going to apply them to a nail stand that looks similar to what I have, try to place the nail as far down as you can with the free edge hanging off a little bit. I made a mistake of placing them too high up that it was difficult for me to file after my polygel was applied. So just a little FYI there. So kind of off topic, but not really. So if you've been on my channel and you've watched my videos before, then you know I do daily horoscope readings. And I was just wondering if you think it would be worthwhile for me to just do like a yearly reading depending on which season we're in. So right now we're in Virgo season, and I could just do a general yearly reading for the season. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Instead of me just popping out, a video here and there on a daily horoscope, should I just switch it over to a year? And honestly, I'm just considering it because it's very, very difficult for me to get that in while also trying to do PR packages with Born Pretty and just trying to like really plan my videos. I don't know, I just feel like I made it a little more trickier than I thought it would be. So let me know what you guys think of me just switching it to a yearly overall reading and then, just posting here and there whenever a new season is up. So with press-on toenails, you only need a little bit of polygel. I mean, even with fingernails, you really only need a little bit of polygel, but I feel like with toenails, you need even less. And that's something I did appreciate while doing this because it saves a lot of product, especially using shorter nails. But for now, I'm just gonna complete this application and let this part play out until it has been applied on all of the nails, and I'll jump back on when we get to the next part. Now I'm taking an alcohol pad and wiping the nails down. This is going to dry up that sticky layer so that I can begin filing. I use an 80/80 grit file, which honestly before I didn't understand the difference between files, but I do see the difference now ever since I switched. So the higher the number, the smoother the file. So since mine is 80/80, it's a lot more coarse and can file through a thicker surface easily, which any files over 80 are usually preferred for acrylic and polygel nails. I also did run into some slight issues while I was filing. So the nail was actually coming off, and I usually use sticky tabs to adhere my nails to the stand, which I did the same thing for my toenails, but as you can see, well, you may not be able to see because I took that part out, but they were just slipping off. And I think what would have helped would probably have been to file the inside of the nail before I stuck the sticky tab on and put on the nail stand. But honestly, it didn't bother me too much. Like, I kind of got used to it once it started happening, and I would just fix it. And I actually ended up moving some of the nails down, which I talked about before. but I did end up moving the nails down a little bit. But I would just be aware of that if you decide to use this. I'm not sure if that sticky putty would be helpful to use instead, but that may be something that you try if you don't have sticky tabs. Moving along, I'm adding some cuticle oil to each nail because I'm gonna buff these. You don't have to do this step, but I always do so that my gel application will be smooth. This cuticle oil is from my collection on Etsy. It's the watermelon scent. If you're interested, I'll be sure to link it below. But once that's on, I'm taking a buffer that I have and I'm buffing them fairly gently so that they do not come off the stand. So for my toe design, I'm just going to be doing something very simple but cute. So I'm taking this light green that I have. It's more of a pastel kind of green. And I'm just going to be doing a French tip on all of my nails. So normally I would use the brush that comes in the bottle and I would just paint the whole area and then use my cleanup brush to clean it up, of course. But today I'm just using my nail art brush and I'm manually drawing the line and then filling it in with the nail art brush. I'm doing this because with the regular brush from the bottle, it kind of globs up or like comes out in globs, and I really didn't want to risk doing that with these because I don't want my toenails to be so chunky. So I'm just using my nail art brush, and honestly it doesn't take as much time because they're so short and there's not a lot of space to fill. And yes, you guessed it, if you may not have been able to tell from the thumbnail, but I'm gonna be doing some zebra print on just a few of the nails. So I literally just took some black and I'm just using my nail art brush This is my favorite nail art brush, by the way. Nails by Dev Detailer brush works so perfectly, especially for this, but I'm just using this to create that zebra print design. Next, I'm taking this gold and I'm just going to be outlining the smile line on each of the toenails. At first, I thought I was only going to do the ones that have the zebra print on them, but I ended up just doing all of them, and I was going to do some kind of swirly design over the top. But for some reason, when I try to do like cute curvy lines, they don't turn out how I think they're going to turn out, which is so frustrating because I see it done all the time and then I try to do it and it doesn't turn out how I think. But anyways, I end up just doing a regular outline on all the nails. And now I'm just top coating all of the nails with my favorite top coat. I've been using a lot of favorite products in this video, so I hope that you guys are catching on to all these things and you go buy you some. This is the top coat from Nailed by Naya. You can find her Instagram, but she also has a website. I think it's just nailedbynaya.com. But yeah. And this is the finished look. I do plan to post these to my Instagram, so feel free to head that way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.